can spend all day in this place. It's like a toy store for me. Hello everybody, welcome to my latest video. Today, I'm headed to McLaren Chicago. I was sent an invitation to view two new offerings. The first, the new McLaren GTS, which is I guess a refresh of the McLaren GT. The McLaren GT is, of course, their GT car, and it was designed to be just that, essentially a grand tourer. So still a supercar, but a little bit more of, daily usability in mind. And so the GTS is a refresh of it, per my understanding. I've seen GTs out and about, but I've never seen one up close, and I've, of course, not seen a GTS yet. The second car I'm going to be checking out, and I'm actually a little bit more excited about this one, is the Artura Spider. Now, when it comes to sports cars, I tend to prefer Spiders. I just like having the top down. I like the gush of wind. I like the sound. I'm a big sound guy. That doesn't mean I wouldn't buy a coupe, but I'm just more into Spiders. Now, the original Artura came out, I think, in 2023. And I mean, it's an amazing car. I have not seen one in person, but I know the stats. I mean, it makes a lot of power. It's McLaren's first hybrid. And I know there were a few hiccups with it, but I feel like I've heard and read that McLaren sort of sorted all of that stuff out. And now this year in 2025, they've come out with the Spider. Jake from McLaren Chicago. How you doing, man?
Good.
We're just talking about these beautiful cars here, and I'm just gonna check a couple of these out. So this is a McLaren GT. So 5 to 10 a month. You sell them from this dealer?
Yep. Ship them all over the country.
So this has kind of got the old black thing. So is this what year is this?
This one is a 22. This guy actually traded in this car for a new GTS that we had.
You're getting pretty good prices for pre-owned GTs right now.
Sure. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's a big bang for the buck.
I love this humongous vent.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
I mean, I don't know anybody watching this can't appreciate just how big it is. Yeah. It's humongous.
It is huge.
People say, oh, I've heard some gripes, it looks like a C8 Corvette, but maybe on camera, but in person, I mean, there is no mistaking. There's no mistaking this for a C8. Here's the Artura Spider. I love this. Is this like actually called McLaren Orange, or is it?
I think this one is McLaren Orange. Yeah.
So that's the actual name of the color, right?
Yep.
So the dimensions and just all the styling. I really love this front end. I love that right there. That's really nice. I really love this sort of mesh work or whatever. That is so cool because you get to see some of the mechanicals from the back and the exhaust tips up there. I mean, it's just the styling on this is just out of this world. So the McLaren P1. Yeah, this is quite a specimen. This is one of the 3 big hypercars, right?
Yeah.
So GTS. Black must be a popular choice among your buyers here.
We do more with black and neutrals, and then they're definitely guys that love the bright colors.
Can I sit on the inside, or?
Oh, absolutely.
I love the doors, man. The butterfly doors. All right. Bowers and Wilkins stereo system.
This is what they call a Pioneer spec, so it does have a combination of leather and Alcantara. Those maroon accents.
So this is the second McLaren I've ever sat in. So I'll tell you, I really like these gear shift lever things. These feel proper.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm loving the McLaren GTS. It's got a very simple just motorsport interior, but very simple, very easy to use. And I'm all about simplicity. And the car is beautiful. All right, we're about to start the McLaren GTS. All right, now we're checking out the Artura Spider, brand new. Of course, with the scissor door. Bowers and Wilkins. This is the little futuristic, oh, look at that. That's incredible. I really like the paddle shifters. McLaren just has some nice paddle shifters. Definitely better than mine. Here's the screen. You know, another simplistic interior, just driver focused. This is my kind of thing right here. Yeah, it's very similar interior to the GTS. I'm gonna be test driving a McLaren GT. Hell yeah! Whoever says McLarens don't sound good, they be wrong. Supercar heaven right here. Yeah, this is, I mean, this just really feels like you're an event. Yeah, like there's a, you know, people have said, well, some people have criticized the sound, but I mean, I'm totally down with this. It has like this harsh, intense, sort of industrial kind of sound. It's really comfortable. Yeah, you don't feel every single bump, which, you know, that's nice. So, especially in the city with our crappy roads here, like when I bring my R8 to the city, every time I see a bumpy road, I cringe. I'm like, oh shit. But this, it's like, you know, it's just, it absorbs it really well. Because now we're in the middle. I love the steering. I really love the steering. I can totally feel it. Are we going this way?
Yeah, we're going 290 West.
This is really rewarding. This is really rewarding. I would love to be on a really proper winding road, you know? Driving in Chicago. Just a touch of turbo lag, but not bad, you know? I can spend all day in this place. It's like a toy store for me. Got a 720S Spider right here. I love the color. Okay, so I just got back home from McLaren Chicago. First of all, I'd like to thank McLaren Chicago as well as Omar and Jake. You guys were great. I think the people there are just really cool, really down to earth. You know, they really love their cars and, you know, they just want you to, you know, love it with them. And so this was only my second time driving a McLaren. I drove a 600 LT a couple of years ago, which was a really intense experience. And today, you know, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if I'd be even doing a test drive. I really love the Artura Spider and the Artura itself. I mean, I think it looks beautiful. I did not get to test drive that, but as you see, I test drove the McLaren GT instead, which is going to be a similar experience to the GTS. And I just have to say, I was wowed by that experience. You know, that car is pure motorsport. And it's hard to convey that through the camera. I mean, you really just have to be sitting in the car and actually driving it. And anybody who's doing that will understand immediately even at slow speeds, it just feels like it's like this stallion, like, you know, chomping at the bit, just wanting to get going. I mean, it's just vibrating. And the amazing thing is that was the GT. I mean, that's supposed to be their Grand Tour, the more relaxed car, which makes me wonder, you know, how are their Super Series cars like the 720S? I mean, you know, I'm really considering now getting a McLaren at some point in the future. So, you know, I definitely have a lot to think about, and I really had a good time today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.